Have you ever felt like you're healing from a relationship, but something still feels off? Maybe you're experiencing unexpected anxieties, struggling with self-worth, or find yourself reacting in ways you don't understand. If you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, you're not alone. Narcissistic abuse leaves deep emotional scars, often manifesting in unexpected ways. Today, we're going beyond the obvious signs like anxiety and low self-esteem. We're diving deep into the unusual ways narcissistic abuse can leave its mark on your psyche. These scars might be subtle, hidden beneath the surface, but they're no less real. By understanding these lesser-known signs, you'll gain clarity on your healing journey and take a crucial step toward reclaiming your life. 1. The hypervigilance paradox: constantly on guard, even in safety. You'd think after escaping a narcissistic relationship, you'd feel a sense of relief, a weight lifted off your shoulders. But for many survivors, it's quite the opposite. You might find yourself constantly on edge, scanning your environment for threats, even when you're in a safe space. This heightened sense of alertness, known as hypervigilance, is a trauma response designed to protect you from further harm. But when it persists long after the danger is gone, it becomes a constant source of stress and anxiety. Imagine a deer in the woods, always on the lookout for predators. That's the hypervigilant state of a survivor, always anticipating the next attack, even when there's no one there to hurt them. 2. The chameleon effect: losing your true self in a sea of adaptability. In a narcissistic relationship, you likely learn to adapt and mold yourself to appease your abuser. You might have changed your opinions, suppressed your emotions, or even altered your entire personality to avoid conflict and keep the peace. While this was a survival strategy, it can leave you feeling lost and disconnected from your true self. You might find yourself constantly adjusting your behavior to fit in with different people, unsure of who you truly are anymore. Think of a chameleon changing colors to blend into its surroundings. The survivor might feel like a chameleon, constantly adapting to the needs and expectations of others, losing sight of their own identity in the process. 3. The phantom limb syndrome: feeling the narcissist's presence even after they're gone. Even after leaving the relationship, you might feel the narcissist's lingering presence. It's like a phantom limb, an ache where something used to be. You might hear their voice in your head, criticize yourself with their words, or even anticipate their reactions to your decisions. This lingering presence can make it difficult to move on and create a new life for yourself. Imagine the lingering sensation of an amputated limb. The survivor feels the narcissist's presence as a constant reminder of the past, making it difficult to let go and move forward. 4. The emotional time warp: feeling stuck in the past. Narcissistic abuse can distort your perception of time. Traumatic events might feel like they happened yesterday, while positive memories fade into the background. You might find yourself fixated on past hurts, unable to fully engage in the present moment. This emotional time warp can leave you feeling stuck and stagnant, hindering your ability to move forward and heal. Think of a broken record, skipping and repeating the same painful track. The survivor's mind gets stuck on the past, reliving traumatic events and struggling to find a way out. 5. The emptiness within: feeling hollow and emotionally detached. Narcissistic abuse can drain you of your joy, passion, and sense of self. You might feel emotionally numb, detached from your own feelings and the world around you. This emptiness can be all-consuming, leaving you feeling hollow and lost. It's important to remember that this is a normal response to trauma, and with time and healing, you can rediscover your inner spark. Imagine a vast, empty room with no furniture, no decorations, no warmth. The survivor feels similarly hollow, stripped of their emotional vitality by the narcissist's abuse. 6. The fear of success: sabotaging yourself out of fear of abandonment. During the relationship, the narcissist might have sabotaged your successes or belittled your achievements. This can lead to a subconscious fear of success, as you might associate it with the narcissist's disapproval or potential abandonment. You might find yourself self-sabotaging your own goals, avoiding opportunities for growth, or even downplaying your accomplishments out of fear of triggering the narcissist's envy or anger. Think of a bird refusing to fly for fear of being shot down. The survivor's fear of success is rooted in the narcissist's past attacks and can prevent them from reaching their full potential. 7. The overachiever's curse: the desperate need for validation. The narcissist might have constantly belittled the survivor's accomplishments or made them feel like their efforts were never enough. This can result in an unhealthy need for validation, even after the relationship has ended. The survivor might overwork themselves, strive for constant recognition, or feel like they're never doing enough to prove their worth. Imagine a hamster running tirelessly on a wheel, desperately trying to reach an unattainable goal. The survivor's constant pursuit of validation stems from a deep-seated belief that they're not good enough, instilled by the narcissist's manipulative tactics. 8. The intimacy paradox: craving connection, fearing betrayal. Narcissists often manipulate and exploit the intimacy they share with their victims. This can leave the survivor with a paradoxical relationship with intimacy. On one hand, they crave deep, genuine connection. On the other hand, they're terrified of being vulnerable again, fearing that opening their hearts will lead to more pain and betrayal. Imagine a wounded bird longing to soar, but too afraid to leave the safety of its nest. The survivor yearns for connection but hesitates to trust, fearing another painful fall. 9. The guilt complex: blaming themselves for everything. Narcissists are masters at deflecting blame and making their victims feel responsible for the relationship's problems. This can lead to a crippling guilt complex, where the survivor internalizes the narcissist's accusations and blames themselves for the abuse. They might obsess over past actions, replaying conversations in their heads, and endlessly questioning whether they could have done something differently to prevent the pain. Think of a prisoner unjustly sentenced, carrying the weight of a crime they didn't commit. The survivor's guilt is a heavy burden, unfairly placed on their shoulders by the narcissist's manipulation. 10. The identity crisis: questioning who they are. Narcissistic abuse can chip away at a survivor's sense of self. Constant criticism, gaslighting, and manipulation can leave them questioning their own identity, their values, and their worth. They might feel lost and adrift, unsure of who they are without the narcissist's influence. Rebuilding their identity becomes a crucial step in the healing process. Imagine a mirror shattered into 1,000 pieces. The survivor's sense of self is similarly fragmented, requiring patience and self-compassion to piece it back together. Conclusion: the emotional scars left by narcissistic abuse run deep and can manifest in unexpected ways. These unusual traits, from hypervigilance to fear of success, are not signs of weakness, but testament to the insidious nature of narcissistic manipulation. Recognizing these scars is a crucial step in the healing journey. Remember, you are not alone. Many survivors experience similar struggles. With support, therapy, and a commitment to self-care, you can reclaim your life, rebuild your self-esteem, and rediscover your authentic self.